got your pen on.
I did. Third time I remember one.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the induction ceremony for the 2021 West Virginia Golden Horseshoe winners. My name is Dustin Lambert, and I serve as the Social Studies Coordinator at the West Virginia Department of Education. Before we begin, I would like to ask that you silence your cell phones or turn them off. We would like to extend warm greetings to Superintendent Birch, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Jan Barth, Senior Officer of the Division of Teaching and Learning, Sonia White, parents, special guests, including Delegate Rowan and Delegate Phillips, and any other special guests that we have here. Thank you for joining us here in Charleston, West Virginia at the Culture Center as we have this live celebration for our Golden Horseshoe winners. Yesterday, we were able to knight our 2020 winners of the Golden Horseshoe, and now today we celebrate the 2021 Golden Horseshoe winners and honoree. We all share one common bond. We are all proud West Virginians, and we carry that fierce pride with dignity, with honor, and with a great deal of respect. This is a day to celebrate being a West Virginian, but even more so, a great time for us to celebrate being an American. One very special person with us this afternoon who would like to take a moment to personally welcome and congratulate our winners. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Clayton Birch, State Superintendent of Schools.
Sure? I offered for her to do the speech, and she said no. This is our 13th ceremony in 2 days, and I've told the group that I hate to break it to you, but the stories are probably going to become more elaborate and may just be downright lies. 13 times, but you know what? It's worth doing 13 times because what these young people have accomplished during a year such as this is quite amazing. We know that today is for you. We are so proud of you on behalf of the Board of Education, Department of Education, that not only are you here celebrating, over the last year and a half, this is our first live event we've done, and we chose to kick off getting back to live events with the Golden Horseshoe ceremony. So it's very, very special to us, and I know it is for you all, but trust me, for us, it is great to see you in person, face to face. Since 1931, 90 years we have done the Golden Horseshoe celebration. Yesterday actually marked a first in that 90 years. Yesterday, in 90 years, was the first time we ever inducted a group of Golden Horseshoe winners as incoming sophomores. And you can imagine why we had to do that, because they couldn't do it live last year, right? So it was interesting to see folks who had finished their first year of high school here. But in reflection, it's actually interesting because I think this year's a lot of firsts for many of you. When I was in 8th grade, if I would have told my social studies teacher this crazy story of what the future was going to be like one year for our young people, she would have told me, write that down, that will make a great science fiction movie or novel. In the 80s, if I would have told my social studies teacher that there would be a group of young people going to school that were going to face quarantine, that were going to wear masks, that were waiting for a vaccination, on the best, that these young people were going to stay up on Saturday nights at 5 o'clock to see what color their county was or whether or not they're going to go to school. And they would have to make choices of whether or not they're going to be in person or virtual. She would have told me I was absolutely crazy, but what an imagination I had. And they've done it. They've had to do all of those things, and they're still here. And we use words like perseverance and resilience, but honestly, on behalf of the department and the board, I think we have a new word for you all. And I think it's just straight up amazing of what you've been able to do. Now, even though today is about you, I feel obliged, having 4 children of my own, that I feel like I really need to probably go down to the school and thank the teacher and the principal, well, first for taking them back. There's always going to be that one person in your lives that you guys will look back on, and many of them right here in this room. It'll be a parent, it'll be a grandparent, it'll be a relative, it'll be an important adult in your life that helps you get to this point. And for many of us, it's been really tough. But I hope that when we get back into school in the fall, things are normal as best could be. That part of that reflection actually looks back upon the power that our educators have. If there's one thing we learned during this pandemic, is the power that that adult has in their lives each and every day. And for many of our children, 252,000 children attend public school in the state of West Virginia. And for many of them, when they lost that connection, they lost a lot. And they lost a lot more than just education. But you all did persevere, and you made it through just fine. Is that right? You feel pretty good about it? You sure you don't want to still speak? Okay. We are so very, very proud of them. That one caring adult that we talk about week in and week out as we do videos and push messages out means more now than ever. And hopefully you do think back during the summer of who that was. For me, and this is where the stories get a little crazy, yesterday, if you would have been here, I would have talked about my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Dite. And I don't know why I remember her so much, but she was very, very powerful in my life. I don't know if it was because it was the first year of school. I remember being in her classroom. But then by about the 10th or 11th ceremony, in the middle of giving this speech, I went, oh no. Like maybe she really was powerful in my life, or was I just a 6-year-old in love with my kindergarten teacher? I'm not sure which one. Hopefully you do have a chance to reflect on who that special person is and the power your teachers have. Thank you, parents. Thank you, guests, that you could be here and join us today. We are so glad that it could be in person. With that being said, we do have a brief message from Governor Justice, and then Mr. Lambert will continue when we'll begin the knighting ceremony. So, again, on behalf of the Board of Education, Department of Education, our special guest here with us, Delegate Phillips and Delegate Rowan, thank you for being here. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you, guys.
Hello, everyone. I'm Governor Jim Justice, and what an incredible, incredible honor that's been bestowed upon me to be able to talk to you about an achievement that's unbelievable. You know, every year since 1931, we have recognized those that have taken the Golden Horseshoe test. We've administered it since that time, and with all that, after we have received the ones that did pass the test and everything, we have absolutely either made them knights or ladies of the Golden Horseshoe. You know, if you just think about it, whether it be the state insect, or it be, you know, the naming of Mother's Day, or it be all the rich history of this incredible state, these young people have mastered all the things about the incredible history of West Virginia. And I challenge them all, as they go through their life, doing great things in communities or building careers or all the things that they do, I challenge each and every one of them to come up with some way, somehow, to stay here in this great state, and absolutely invest in their communities and make this great state even richer in every way. So I congratulate all those that absolutely invested the time to know all the greatness about this incredible state. And in going forward, please, I ask you all to continue to invest that time to continue to obtain more knowledge, to make our communities richer, to make all of our lives richer in West Virginia. Thank you so much. Congratulations again from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Governor Justice. As we prepare for the knighting ceremony, I would like to give some general directions about how we'll proceed. Superintendent Birch will have the honor of knighting our Golden Horseshoe recipients, along with our special guest who will present the pins to them. We have an official photographer who will be taking photos of each knight and lady of the Golden Horseshoe. Each student will get an individual photo of their actual knighting, courtesy of the West Virginia Department of Education. Please do not move about in the theater to take photos or videos during the proceedings, as you may be blocking the view of others in the audience. Please hold all applause for the student inductees until after the ceremony has been completed. And please do not use flash photography during the knighting ceremony, as this may affect our photographer's camera settings. We ask that at the end of the ceremony, the audience remain in the theater until every student has proceeded up both sides of the theater. To the Golden Horseshoe candidates, you will be called in alphabetical order by county. As your name is called, please come forward to the front of the stage, face Superintendent Birch, and he will dub you as a Knight of the Golden Horseshoe. If you are wearing a mask, we do ask that you remove the mask during the knighting itself and the photo. Once knighted, you will proceed across the stage and receive your official Golden Horseshoe pin, and then you may return to your seat on the stage. It is a tradition for us to open the knighting ceremony with a trumpet fanfare performed by students from George Washington High School under the direction of Mark Hardman. Mr. Hardman wrote this fanfare especially for our Golden Horseshoe ceremony. He is an outstanding educator, and we are so proud of these George Washington trumpet players. At this time, the trumpet fanfare will signify the start of the knighting ceremony for the West Virginia Golden Horseshoe. I would like to ask our first group of students to now stand and proceed to the lower stage. Our readers, Mrs. Gloria Burdett and Dr. Andrea Lemon, will now announce the winners.
Barbour County, Taylor Phillips. Ashton Sickler. Mitchell Stone. Berkeley County, Joshua Burton. Claire Freeman. Lydia Hayes. Abigail Hopkins. Renna Molinax. Colleen Power. Ian Saylor. Hannah Seelinger. Brooke County, Anthony Badeau. Sydney Clark. Savannah Scott. Doddridge County, Nikita Leggett. Jaden Powers. Grant County, Ian Dunkirk. J. Lee Nelson. Bryson Pletcher. Hampshire County, Sarah Pannell. Molly McVicker. Hancock County, Kenneth Goddard. Sophia Schaefer. Max Wood. Samuel Wright. Hardy County, Amelia Gagnon. Haley Jones. William Waddy. Jefferson County, Braden Adams. Annalise Bauer. Carl Drumgold III. Sarah Hall. Tanner Lukens. Marshall County, Victoria Finley. Camden Fry. Gabriella Naomi.
Mineral County, Malachi Green. Austin Lee. Tate Riggleman. Ava Westfall. Monongalia County, Wesley DeLure. Whitley Harden. Logan Ross. Andrew Sheets. Caroline Stratton. Gabriel Watson. Morgan County, Daniel Clark. Lee Shepard. Pendleton County, Titus Nolf. Addison Rexroad. Ohio County, Emily Blatt. Asa Fletcher. Pocahontas County, Eden Smith. Preston County, Mud Clapper. Anna Maxwell. Cadence Whitehair. Colin Wyatt. Taylor County, Lily Krim. Michael Niggemeyer. Aaron Sayers. Tucker County, Blake Helmick. Paisley Lipscomb. West Virginia School for the Deaf, Andrew Miller. West Virginia School for the Blind, Audrey Mattingly.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great big round of applause for our newly inducted Golden Horseshoe winners. Another special component of this ceremony is the awarding of honorary Golden Horseshoes. The recipients of these awards are exemplary educators or community members who have made outstanding contributions to West Virginia. Honorary Golden Horseshoe recipients are given annually to individuals who have achieved at least one of the following: produced at least 10 winners of the Golden Horseshoe, taught West Virginia studies for at least 20 years, or made other significant contributions to West Virginia or the Golden Horseshoe program. In 2020, 2 outstanding individuals were selected for the honor, and in 2021, 1 individual was selected. This afternoon, we will recognize one of our 2020 recipients. As I read the summary of the honorees' contributions, I would like for the individual to come forward for their induction and their pinning. 2020 Honorary Golden Horseshoe recipient, Dr. Jason Allen. Dr. Allen was nominated by Superintendent Patrick Murphy in Berkeley County. Dr. Allen advanced the interest of students in West Virginia history and created a school and community culture that increased student participation in the competition. Prior to his current position as an assistant professor of education at Shepherd University, Dr. Allen had almost 20 years teaching experience, social studies content in West Virginia schools. He and his wife, Mandy, have 1 son, Jack Allen, and both of them are here today. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Dr. Jason Allen. We would like to thank all of our special guests for being here with us today, and a special shout out to our West Virginia Culture Center staff for helping us and for hosting this event both yesterday and today. The honor you received today as Golden Horseshoe recipients places you in a very elite group of men and women who are very knowledgeable about our state. I'm confident your achievements bring a great deal of personal pride, and I know a great deal of pride to your families, your teachers, and your school. Once our recipients have exited the auditorium, parents and other guests may exit to their right using the closest exit. At this time, we would like to ask our Golden Horseshoe recipients to please stand. And at this time, we would like for our guests to please stand and give one more round of applause to our 2021 Golden Horseshoe recipients. Please remain standing until all of our recipients have exited the auditorium. We do sincerely thank you for joining us here at the West Virginia Culture Center. We hope you enjoy your visit here in Charleston, West Virginia, and we hope that you have a safe travel back home. Please remember that the West Virginia State Museum is open downstairs, and you're welcome to visit it at your leisure. Again, thank you for being here with us. Have a great afternoon. Thank you.